Hello, and welcome to the FisherPoetry Podcast, a showcase of prose, poetry, and song written and performed by those in the commercial fishing community. Mostly. I'm your host, Brad. Thanks for joining us today. Today we are happy to be bringing you another installment of Sunday at Sea, a live show of maritime songs, stories, and good coastal fellowship hosted by Mark Allen Lovewell and Molly Knoll from Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. So, without further ado, here's their show.
Oh boy, we're getting close. We're gonna have fun.
All right, 5, 4,
Woo-hoo!
3, 2,
1.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, ready?
Good evening, everyone. My name's Mark Allen Lovewell, folk singer from Martha's Vineyard, and seated right next to me is Molly Knoll. And I just want to say I've noted that I don't have to always open up the show with me saying who I am and you are. You can open up the show.
All right, wait a minute. We'll start over again. Good evening. This is Molly Knoll, and seated right next to me is another folk singer from Martha's Vineyard. You better do it.
We're so glad you're here. So glad to be home. Last week we missed you. We were out running around.
We were having a good
We
time.
were misbehaving in Boston.
That's right.
We're having a good time.
I had the most wonderful Mother's Day with my kids. It was wonderful.
We love Mother's Day, right? Anyhow, for those of you who are tuning us in for the first time, welcome to our show, Sunday at Sea. Please join in with us. There's a comment section to the Facebook thing, and jump in and say hello. You know, we love emails, we love comments, and we love knowing who's out there joining with us, so that we don't feel alone.
I mean, we're good company. We like each other.
That's right.
We have a good time here.
But so much of it is your participation with
Absolutely.
us.
Absolutely.
And that's a big deal. And oh my God, let's see what we got here. I gotta get all this.
We are gonna do a song that we had a lot of fun with this weekend at a couple of shows for the locals. It was a Circuit Arts production at the Old Grange Hall, which
in West Tisbury, the western part of the island, a town called West Tisbury. We performed at a Grange Hall, which used to be an agricultural hall. Now they call it the Grange Hall, and
they have done a beautiful job renovating it.
Sold out last night.
Sold out, and it's all full of these comfy couches. You just sit in there and really enjoy the show. They have a wonderful stage, and it was like a variety show. So there was an amazing array of different things that were performed last night. It was
theater.
Yeah, a bunch of different theater and some dance and some other kind of music, dramatic readings. It was just
dramatic readings. Some of it
works
was
in
very
progress,
funny.
like really fun. Yeah,
very creative.
Very creative. So we were honored to be a part of that, and we performed this.
We did this song
and
as opening the whole.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a little bit of a.
We had a little thing we'll tell you about in a minute.
We'll tell you about in a minute. But
then
the first
this
music
was the first song.
was Granny's Armchair, which many of you know and remember. This is Zeb Tilton's old song. Zeb Tilton was a schooner captain in Vineyard Haven, in the early 1900s, celebrated fellow up and down the coast who sang sea shanties and all kinds of folk songs and was just beloved.
He passed on a lot of songs, and we're grateful for that.
And he sang this called Granny's Armchair, which is not a sea shanty, but boy, it's a fun song.
That's right.
Listen to the words because it is funny.
That's right.
It's a joke, and it's, you know. My grandmother, she, at the age of 93, one day in May was taken sick and died. And as soon as she was dead, why, the will, of course, was read by a lawyer as we stood by her side. To my brother it was found she had left 100 pounds, the same to my sister, I declare. But when it came to me, why, the lawyer says he, Granny's left you that old armchair. Oh, how they tittered and how they laughed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard that lawyer declare, Granny's left you that old armchair. Well, I thought it hardly fair. Still I said, I do not care. And when evening came, I took the chair away. Oh, the neighbors at me chaffed, and my brother had me laugh. He said, Mark, you'll find it handy someday. When you settle down in life and you find yourself a wife, you'll find it very handy, I declare. On a cold and frosty night, when the fire is burning bright, you can sit in Granny's old armchair. Oh, how they tittered and how they laughed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard that lawyer declare, well, Granny's left you that old armchair. What my brother said came true. For in a year or two, strange to say, I settled down in married life. Oh, first a girl I did court, you know, and then I bought her a ring. I took her to the church. She became my wife. Now you may guess that we were happy as could be. Oh, when my work was over, I declared, oh, I never abroad would roam, but instead I'd stay at home and be seated in Granny's old armchair. Oh, how they tittered and how they laughed, how my brother and my sister laughed when they heard that lawyer declare, now Granny's left you that old armchair. verse.
It's important.
It's the killer verse. It's what makes the song, it makes sense.
It was worth the price of admission. That's all we
All
gotta
of
say.
you sitting, listening to me singing the song. This is the verse you're waiting for.
We're still waiting.
One night, the chair fell down. When I picked it up, I found the seat had fallen out upon the floor. And there, to my surprise, in the pile before my eyes, were a lot of notes, 10,000 pounds or more. When my brother heard of this, well, I must confess, with rage he went nearly wild, he tore his hair. And all I could say to him was, "Hey, Brother Jim, don't you wish you had Granny's old armchair?" Here we go.
Oh, how they tittered
And how they laughed. How my brother and my sister laughed when they heard that lawyer declare that Granny's left you that old armchair. Granny's left you that old armchair. We have an audience here tonight. We got John and Carol here. Yay! It's like a family reunion. We haven't been together in a couple of weeks because we've all had different things going on. They've had things going on, so we're here back together again
That's right.
to wrap up this week. And what do we got here?
We got Connie
shout
saying,
out.
"Hey, telling about my granny's chair. Yeah, I do have a couple of my granny's chairs. We better check those out." Good idea. Oh, so much fun. We love that. So Dawn and Eric, we see are here. Dawn is here. Yay! We got Caroline and Connie. We got Claire. Oh yes. Thank you, Claire, for asking the question, which is the perfect lead-in for the next thing we were going to talk about. Claire says, "You were terrific last night, and I loved the movie. Can we refer to you as the Fuddy-Duddy Buddies?" Yes! The answer is yes!
This is a formal announcement tonight.
Formal announcement
And
tonight.
you were here. You are here.
And Claire got to see the show this weekend up at the Grange, and we unveiled this new. Well, you were always up to stuff, right?
We're up to stuff.
Always up to stuff.
Never a dull day.
And so we did these little short videos, and we called them Fuddy Duddy Buddies.
We have a new identity.
That's right. Here's Buddy and Biddy.
Biddy and Biddy. We're the Fuddy-Duddy Buddies.
That's right. And we kind of thought of this idea. First of all, I mean, who doesn't like to just say that over? Fuddy Duddy Buddies, Fuddy Duddy Buddies. It just makes you laugh. It just makes you laugh. And we can all use a little more laughter, right? Because there's stuff out going on that's not so fun.
Well, here's my take on this. So we're doing the Sundays at Sea, and you follow us, and you're a loyal following group and whatever like that. And one of the key ingredients to our show, and you know this, and you've fed us, you've just encouraged us, was that we try and bring humor to the program. We try to have some levity.
We try really hard.
And I'm getting old. You may not have noticed, but I'm really getting old, and I'm trying to avoid being a grouchy old guy.
We're
I
both
could use
trying
a
to do
stronger
that.
language than that, but I won't on the air. Anyhow, I'm trying to avoid being grouchy. Now, I know many of you will recall through your lives that you've known these folks that get old and they get grumpy. And they get having to have a difficult time taking change. You know, they get a little rigid and they stalwart is another word. And so the idea is that I'm struggling every day, like many of you, to avoid being a grumpy old... Anyway, so this has become a theme for me. And out of this conversation that we've often had about me being grumpy or whatever, is that what can we do to bring levity to the moment?
And just to be sure, we could both be grumpy. We can all be grumpy, right? Can't we? There's a lot of grumpy things going around that we can all fall into the pit of grumpy. So this is the antidote. This is our idea.
And it's not, and though we're focusing on the fact that we're aging. We're an aging couple. This could be relevant to somebody in a younger age, but I think it's easier to make fun of us.
And we came up with this little sort of subtitle of Fuddy Duddy Buddies. Like what is it about? It's like we can find joy in ordinary moments. We're old.
Life is precious, and I'm sure I'm not saying anything that new
That's
to
right.
any of you. We
Precious.
all have the same thing.
So, right? So
Yeah.
we got to tell you guys where to find the Fuddy Duddy Buddies.
We actually have a website.
FuddyDuddyBuddies.com.
Did you hear what we said? This is huge.
It's fun.
We actually have a website, and we're not finished. We have other stuff.
That's
Go
right.
for it.
There is a Facebook page. So, you know how
There's
these
a
things
Facebook
work.
page called Fuddy Duddy Buddies.
All of you guys, if you can look those things up and find them and like them, it just makes it that other people can find them too. Because until there's a fan base, it's like you don't exist. So FuddyDuddyBuddies.com is out there. There's a little website there. So feel free to visit that. Plus, there's more. There's the Fuddy Duddy Buddies Facebook group. So look up Fuddy Duddy Buddies on Facebook. And Facebook, it's spelled in separate words, Fuddy Duddy Buddies. In the .com, it's all Fuddy Duddy Buddies, one word, .com. And then plus there is a YouTube channel that we are building. There's right now the first little short thing, and we're just starting out with little 20-second shorts, but it's just like
We've been doing
little
videos.
sparkle. It's just like a little sparkle maybe for your day. You know,
We showed them last night.
we had fun.
We showed them last night, and the audience had a really good time.
They laughed. That was good.
That's our purpose, to
That's
bring
right.
laughter to the world.
That's right.
Now, for all of you who have a great loyalty to Sunday at Sea, because we're all old and we like to hold on to things that are precious.
Yeah, we're not
Sundays
changing
at
this.
Sea is going to continue as it is, and we're going to continue to Sunday at Sea. That is not, and it doesn't mean that it's a distraction. We're not going to be diminishing the importance and value of it. The newsletter, Molly and Mark, will continue to come out.
That's right.
We're doing this in addition to, this is 1 and 1 is 3.
That's right.
And the idea is to embrace the idea that life is hard, life is tough, and let's have some fun about it. And let's go out on the water as well.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the water, now we
Speaking
got to
of
segue from that. You got an announcement, don't
All right.
you?
My boat is in the water.
Yay!
It went in the water last week. She's without a mast. They'll put a mast on in the days ahead, but she floats. She's at a mooring, and she's getting ready, being readied for the season. I've been out on her. I went out on her this morning just to make sure everything's all right. And it's, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, it's a 22-foot Marshall cat boat called Sea Shanty. What a shocking name. And it's a fiberglass boat. It's 51 years old this year. It's an old boat. And it has more personality than me. And we love it. And we have such a good time.
It's so fun. Can't wait.
And it colors my life. When my boat is in the water, there's a fullness of life and feeling. It's not to diminish the importance of Ashley, but the importance of summer is to have the boat, to go out and sit in it and just enjoy the day, go for a sail, maybe go fishing, go do different things. Sit out with this lovely lady and watch the late afternoon turn to evening.
Look at the
Anyway, so
stars.
we've got
it's
plenty to feel good about on this day. And Fuddy Duddy Buddies.
Go sailing.
They do go sailing. They're a little bit reticent to moving around, but they do. They do move around, and
They
they
just
do
go
go
slow.
places.
They don't race.
And they went to Boston last weekend, and we do stuff. And I want you to jump in. I want you to enjoy that. This is all about you, folks. This is about you. This is about providing you with what you keep telling us you enjoy. You like seeing Molly laugh and bring humor, and she's She's going to do some really great things with Fuddy Duddy Buddies. And
We're going to have fun.
So please jump in, comment, share your stories. And to get back a little bit to last night, the second song we did is the song you've heard Molly wrote, Home Again.
Home Again. Oh, we had the whole room singing with us.
We had everybody
so
singing.
Cool. It was
We
so
did
nice.
this thing for 2 nights. And the first night, they sang so well. They were terrific. And the second night, they sang so well.
And the performers, who, of course, had to come back for both nights, kept saying, I've been singing your song all day. I can't get it out of my head. I'm like, well, good. Then you can sing harmony tonight. And they did. It was
Some
great.
of the people came both nights, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Audience members came back
Janet
again.
came for 2 nights, you know. It was just... Anyway, let's celebrate live, local music.
That's right.
You know, fun anyway.
That's right. That's right. Oh, and before we start this one, we just have a question. Are there T-shirts for Fuddy Duddy Buddies? Well, you know we got to come up with that at some point. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Oh, yeah. No, this is... Go to Fuddy Buddy. At the website, do they get a taste of one of the videos yet? On the website?
The website, you can go down to the bottom, click on the YouTube channel. There's a way to do that, or you go right to the YouTube channel.
So they'll
and
get one.
You can also go to the Facebook page. That first one is linked there, too. So, 3 ways.
It's really quite exciting. It's really exciting. Yeah. I mean, video is part of what we're doing to present this show. We're recording video. Brad records
little fun moments.
But we also do these little shorts.
Little fun moments. That's right. All right, here we go. Well, this song is already getting me excited because the first verse is exciting. Here we go. On a catboat, traveling light, wind by day and stars at night. On deck below, I hold you tight. Here I'm home again. Here I'm home again. back home again doing a show for you guys. We missed you last week.
Oh, we
missed
did.
you.
It was like we're going around with feeling like, oh man, it's not a full day.
That's right.
Can we
Sunday
have a
night
toast
we're
to
like,
our supporting crew out there
yay!
supporting.
Yes, please.
Toast to Brad, Carol,
Yes, that's
John,
right. To our live audience,
all
to
our
all of you
loyal
out there.
followers who continue to return every week.
Woohoo!
Through
Yeah.
thick and thin, fog and rain and whatever. Boy, we've had rain. Oh my
We've
God.
had a
We've
lot
had
of
drizzle
misty,
this and drizzle
misty.
that. We've had drizzle here and drizzle there. There's so many flavors to drizzle. We hit them all.
That's right.
27 flavors to drizzle. We got it. Here's to you all.
Yeah.
So good you're all here.
Oh, it sure is. Oh, Iris is here. Hey, Iris. Hey, Susan is here from Chicago. Oh, and Iris is from Florida. It's great to have you guys all here. Thank you so much for being here. We just love to bring you all a little bit of joy.
All right, so what key are we doing?
What are we doing this one in? All right, let's see.
We're doing
This
it in D?
one.
We're gonna
Yes,
do it in
so
E.
fourth fret and E harmonica. That's what we do. Oh, we love this song. We love this song. Such a sweet,
All right,
gentle
bear
little
with me a second.
song.
We gotta get this going here.
This is such an encouraging song to me because it's like encouraging the child to go out and be safe in the boat and be able to go row the boat and let me go home and even through the storm. So this is a lovely words, very simple, and it's very easy to sing along with too. So please join us from afar. Joanna
this
is
an
rowing.
easy to sing along song.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the part to make us all feel connected together.
Let's do it together.
Joanna is rowing, go row the boat, child.
Joanna is rowing, go row the boat, child. Joanna is rowing, go row the boat, child. Go row the boat and let me go home.
My mama is calling,
Calling,
go row the boat, child. My mama is calling,
calling,
go row the boat, child. My mama is calling,
calling,
go row the boat, child. Go row the boat and
let me go home. The darkness is falling. Go row the boat, child. The darkness is falling. Go row the boat, child. The darkness is falling. Go row the boat, child. Go row the boat and let me go home.
I was rowing this week.
You were.
I was rowing out to the boat.
I was saying, go row the boat, child.
It's rowing. Is anybody out there row? Rowing is a wonderful thing
Got
to do.
such a great rhythm, just like this
the
song.
rhythm to it is so good.
Yeah.
Storm clouds are rolling. Go row the boat, child.
Storm clouds are rolling.
Go row the boat, child.
Storm clouds are rolling.
Go row the boat, child. Go row the boat
And let me go home.
lightning flashing. I've seen it.
Go row the boat, child. See the lightning flashing.
Go row the boat, child. See the lightning flashing. Go row the boat, child. Go row the boat and let me go home.
I just heard the boat. I heard it just down the road.
Let's do the first verse.
I love it.
Joanna is rowing.
Go row the boat, child. Joanna is rowing. Go row the boat, child. Joanna is rowing. Go row the boat, child. Go row the boat and let me go home.
Isn't that a wonderful song?
I love that
I'm just
song.
like,
oh, thank
man.
you. Thank
It's
you.
so good. It's such a great song.
So sweet. It's just a sweetie. Yeah, it is. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, everybody's rowing and rowing.
Did anybody in there commenting about whether they've done rowing? Rowing is so great. You know, I mean, I know people who do kayaking and they do paddling.
And there's a couple of rowing teams around here. Some ladies who go out like early in the morning, and they have a team, and they have this beautiful long wooden rowing boat, and maybe it could seat about 6 people in it or something, and they get some great exercise every day. And they have some substitutes that'll sub out, you know, if they can't go a morning or something. But it's hard to get on that team because they're very dedicated. It's
And the
really
part
cool.
about rowing for most of us, I'm like, I haven't figured it out any other way. But when you're rowing, you're going that way. And you're rowing this way and you're going that way. You have to turn around every once in a while and look. Unless you're in a boat that has a bosun on it. The bosun sitting in the back of the boat at the helm. And they're telling the people to row this. And they do setting the rhythm and rowing. And the bosun, we call him a bosun.
But
And the
if
bosun
you
is the
looked at
boss.
it looked like it's spelled boatswain, but it's really bosun.
And they tell you, pull. They give you a little rhythm and a little this and a little that. It's so good. You just have to go into it and you're doing it together with a group of people. It's so wonderful. Now, I'm always rowing by myself, but hey, you know, it's the same story. It's the same. I don't have somebody here telling me what to do. Though every once in a while she's on board. She's saying, you go this way,
Give them directions. We saw somebody giving directions, like being in the passenger seat, doing a little thing like with their hands, like, okay, like go that way. A little
I
bit
just
that
follow
way.
her hand.
Or just
I
go.
follow her hand. I go a little to the left, a little to the right, and avoid hitting anything. You know? That's the goal in my
That's the
life.
goal.
It's not hit anything.
It works. It's a good way to do it.
It's such a fun, methodical. Just anyway.
Yeah, and it's so quiet. It's lovely and peaceful. It's like, all right, let's see. Oh, I think
we haven't done the shout out about the. I want to say last weekend we had, you know, it was a Mother's Day thing. We hung out with her kids, and it was such a treat. But we went to the New Bedford Whaling Museum.
That's right.
We went to the New Bedford Whaling Museum on Friday afternoon, and we walked through the whole place. If anybody's ever been there, it's a treasured place.
It's huge.
Downtown New Bedford. It's the history of New England. The history of coastal New England is wrapped up in that New Bedford Whaling Museum. And sure, it's all the old stories of the whaling and artifacts and scrimshaw, and just, you know, there's a half model of a whaling ship right inside there called Larkush. It's just a beautiful, beautiful museum to visit. But it is also wrapped a little bit around the present, and there was an exhibit of the right whale story, and the story of course, we all love the right whale. We care deeply about the right whale. We are all of us, you know, hoping that we can prevent this animal from disappearing from the face of the earth. And there's a lot of effort, a lot of measures underway. And they had a demonstration, a showing of the new technology that lobster fishermen are embracing. They're embracing it which keeps lines from hanging from the buoy down to the bottom. That's where the right whales entangle themselves, is in that line. And while in most cases those lines are right, all it takes is just one whale, one line, and they get entangled, and there's trouble. So anyhow, there was a display there which addressed the issue of what's being done, what will be done. And there's measure. We've talked about this on the show, and I'm going to keep talking about it. There are measures that are being taken to protect the right whale and to keep the lobster fishermen okay. You know, nobody wants to go to the restaurant and make a decision, oh, am I going to have lobster? Am I going to be threatening the future of right whales? Or am I going to be, the decision of whether to eat or whatever? It's a sad, tragic story. But the news is we're going to get through this. And there's going to be a lot of ingenuity, a lot of sacrifice. There's already a lot of sacrifice underway. But we're going to do it. And I'm confident that we have the technology, we have the wherewithal, we have folks like you who care enough about it that we can make sure that right whales are okay.
There was I saw a video there that was related that was showing a program with the U.S. Navy that they have a thing where they help track whales so that all their business and they advise fishing boats to go away from where the whales are. I thought that was a cool thing to see.
It really, I mean, there's really, I just see a world of opportunity here. I don't see a world of grumpiness and we can't do this. We can. We have the capability to do it, and it's hard, and a lot of suffering, a lot of struggle on the part of fishermen to adjust their technique for catching, but they can do it.
Yeah, and one of the things I was really struck with in visiting that museum, you hear the name a whaling museum, and you think, oh, this is a place that's going to celebrate whaling. Well, yeah, I wouldn't put it that way at all. It actually was displaying in a very thorough way the history which built up this area in such a huge way. But it wasn't celebrating rah, we went out and killed the whales. No, it wasn't that at all. So I thought that was a really good line they walked.
There's an important story there. And it's for us New Englanders, it is a huge story. You can't put the story of the whaling history in New England and put it away and not talk about it, because that's what built this island. It's what built Cape Cod. It's what built our country.
And history is how we learn from those things.
And we learn.
So we got to tell
have
the stories.
Capability. And what I think I like about the New Bedford Whaling Museum and the Nantucket Whaling Museum and to a part the Martha's and in museums that celebrate, and we're going to talk about the aquarium in a second, is the idea is that this is a story that connects us, and we've come around. We're trying now to protect the whales, and I know you out there in the audience love the idea of going out and seeing a whale. Just seeing one spout is a treasured moment.
And we almost went to go see whales. We were close, but the tickets ended up being for a different day. So I was like, oh, shoot. So we've rescheduled that. That is going to happen in the fall. But that's okay. It's worth the wait.
Molly and I have each seen whales on our own, but we want to go out and see whales together.
That'll be fun.
It would be fun to come back to the show and tell you all that.
That's right. But we did go to the aquarium, and we saw
England
a lot
Aquarium.
of other things. Oh, it was really fun.
The New England Aquarium in Boston. Anybody ever been there? Raise your hand, please.
Yeah.
And they have a great way of respecting and the whales. There's a skeleton of a right whale hanging right up there. You go right there and see it.
And you walk all the way around, and you're seeing all these different creatures. And we saw
in the aquarium
giant turtles.
We saw
swimming.
a turtle named Myrtle.
Yeah.
A sea turtle named Myrtle.
Oh, she was like shy.
She was beautiful. We've actually posted a picture of her. Molly took a picture of her.
She's beautiful. Yeah.
We love sea turtles.
There were all kinds of beautiful fish too, and octopuses and their gardens and all that good stuff. It was really, really fun.
So our trip was about getting empowered and enthused and, recharge our batteries and get excited about, about this amazing life that we live here in this coastal community. And hope we can get you all fired up too.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's fire him up with this next tune. This is a fun one. All right, you can start. Here we go.
Here we go.
We'll get through it.
I'm gonna get through it.
That kind of reminds me of the wonderful way that the show that we were a part of last night opened up, because the local show was founded on the experience of the people who were, the person Brooke, who's directing the show, an experience that they had in college in an acting class, and it was called the same name, Locals, and the whole premise of this class was that it was a safe place to experiment, a safe place to try things without judgment, just to try. It wasn't expected to be perfect. You weren't expected to come in with something polished. You would just come in and have a good time trying something in a safe place. That's what we do here.
Be sure this is not Carnegie Hall. This is not where everybody's sitting in the audience looking very seriously at us.
You know, you just have a good time. And we encourage you to do the same thing. So if our like, oh, well, we kind of missed a few notes here and there, if that encourages you to like have the courage to dust off that old trumpet you've got in your closet somewhere and you know, try blowing a few notes and try doing some stuff. Don't expect it to be perfect, but have a good time.
Please jump in on that. Comment on that, because I don't know how many out there in the audience are musicians or artists or, you know, anyone. Even if you're a potter, you make pottery. Mm-hmm. Anybody who does an artist or does a painting, you fool around.
That's right.
You jump in and.
Why do you think they call it play instruments? You got to play. That's what we think anyway.
All right, so we're looking ahead. We're looking ahead to Memorial Day weekend. Can you believe it's already that?
Unbelievable.
The temperature out time suggests us that we're still haven't made it to Easter yet. But anyhow, that right now we are looking at Memorial Day weekend ahead. So I got thinking of two tunes that we could play.
Couple
tonight.
of tunes? Yeah, just looking at the time. We'll see what we got time for 2. Yeah,
Are
we
we doing?
might.
What time are we doing?
We're 7:47.
Oh my God! Maybe we'll do one.
Whichever one you want to do. Whatever. I love it.
Was pleasant and delightful on one midsummer's morn, and the green fields and the meadows were buried in corn, and the blackbirds and the thrushes sang from every green tree, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawning of the day, and the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawning of the day. Well, the sailor and his true love were a-walking one day. Said the sailor to his true love, I'm bound far away. I'm bound for the East Indies, where the loud cannons roar. And I'm bound to leave my Nancy, she's the girl that I adore. And I'm bound to leave my Nancy, and I'm bound to leave my Nancy, and I'm bound to leave my Nancy, she's the girl that I adore. Well, the sailor to his true love, well, I must be on my way, for the topsails they are hoisted and the anchor is weighed. The big ship she lies awaiting for the next flowing tide, and if ever I return again, I will make you my bride. And if ever I return again, and if ever I return again, and if ever I return again, I will make you my bride. Well, a ring from off her finger she quickly drew, saying, take this, dear Henry, and my heart will be true. And as they were embracing, tears from her heart fell, saying, may I go along with you? Oh, know me, love, farewell. Saying, may I go along with you? Saying, may I go along with you? Saying, may I go along with you? Oh, know me, love, farewell. Saying, may I go along with you? Saying, may I go along with you? Oh, know me, love, farewell.
Aw, I love that one. You got to do the next one. You got to do the next one.
No, we gotta do
Oh, yeah, got to do the next one.
She said she.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do
We
it.
got enough time.
It's just too much
We got enough time to do it, right?
Hey, Lisa's here too. Hey, Lisa.
Who's it?
Lisa from Baltimore. Yay.
Oh. So this is a song that helped win the World War II on the battles of the sea.
That's a pretty important song.
In the struggles of World War II, I'm a little. This is a Oscar Brand. Anybody remember Oscar Brand? He sang this song. This
Okay.
is an amazing song. This is a song. This is another sign of humor out there at sea.
We need that. Uh-oh. Do you need me to get that?
No, I got.
Okay,
that one.
all right.
Yeah, we gotta get this one. This
Okay.
is my seat. We'll get that in a minute. So anyhow, this is a song that helped win World War II. That was the story that I was told. Because the guys were working on the ships and they had to have a sense of humor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they making fun of the captain. It's called the ship's captain. Well, the crew, they row in the lifeboats. Captain, he rides in a gig. It ain't that he rides any better, just makes the old bugger feel big. Singing Turlai, Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai. Well, the crew, they all have but one galley. The captain, he eats all alone. It ain't that he eats any better, just doesn't want them to know he's a slob. Singing Turlai, Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai. Now listen to this one. The crew, they only have but one shower. The captain, he showers alone. It ain't that he gets any cleaner, he just doesn't want anybody to know that he keeps his life jacket on. Singing Turlai, Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, well, the cruise liquor is restricted. It's a company order, the steward does tell. Our little round that our captain keeps the rest of the booze for himself. Singing Turlai, Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, Turlai, Turlai. Singing Turlai, I don't do that song very often.
That's a fun one. I like that. That's a fun one.
How are we doing on time? Oh my God,
We're
got
just
got 5
perfect.
minutes. Oh dear,
We gotta give our thank yous. We got so many thank yous. Our Patreon supporters. We got all of our people who subscribe to newsletters, and we got all of our folks. We got Brad with the Fisher Poets Gathering and a Fisher Poets Fisher Poetry Archive. Let me say it right, so you can all find it. And you can find podcasts there. You can find recordings there at the .com. You can watch our recordings on Mark Allen Lovewell's YouTube channel. You can watch us on MVTV here locally, or Capital Community Media in Salem, Oregon. So thank you to everybody who makes it
Thank
possible
you,
for
everyone.
a lot of people
We
to see
wouldn't
us.
be here if it
Thank
weren't
you.
for you
That's
and
right.
those
Thank you.
who contribute.
And
No
you can
kidding.
find our music Spotify and all those, usual streaming places, and albums on our website. All that good stuff. Here we go. Call all hands to man the capstan. This is a sing-along.
See the cable
running clear. Lead away with the billboards. For England, we do steer. Here's the chorus. Rolling home.
rolling home, rolling home across the sea. misty morning, and the sails were full of snow.
Tighten those sheets and pull in those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home, dear New England. Rolling home, dear God. Many thousand miles behind us,
Many thousand miles to go.
the ocean lifts her waves to bring us to that bell. Remember shore, we know where we're going. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Where's that home? Rolling home to Martha's Vineyard. Rolling home, dear God. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you all.
Have a great week. We'll see
Great
you.
week.
See you on Memorial Day weekend.
Woo!
We'll be here.
Over here.
That was Sunday at Sea, hosted by Mark Allen Lovewell and Molly Knoll of Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Thank you, Mark and Molly. It was a real pleasure to have you on the show today. For more information about Sunday at Sea, please check out the link included in the podcast description. Well, that's it. This one's in the tote. The Fisher Poetry Podcast is written and produced by me, Brad Wortman. Music used in this episode is courtesy of Mark Allen Lovewell and Molly Knoll. We're always looking for Fisher poets like Mark and Molly to come on the show. If you'd like to appear or have comments about the show, please send an email to thefisherpoetrypodcast@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to haul the latest episodes into your net. The Fisher Poetry Podcast is available via our podcast host, Anchor, and several other hosts, including Apple, Google, and Amazon. Please also check out our videos on the Fisher Poetry channel on YouTube and visit the Fisher Poetry Podcast page on Facebook. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow ye winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.